Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, those who don't know me, my name is Shiluba Mashele, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today I want to tell you a story that I don't usually talk about, my vitiligo story. Many people who know me have never heard this story. I just want to tell you how I dealt with it and where I stand with it now. So before we go to the story, do subscribe. Don't forget to leave your comments down below and give this video a big thumbs up. So what is vitiligo? Vitiligo is a skin condition caused by the lack of pigment called melanin in the body. Melanin is produced by melanocytes. So in vitiligo, there are no enough melanocytes in your skin to produce melanin. And then white patches appear in your skin. It can affect any part of your body. It's sort of white patches. I'm sure you've seen many people with white patches. It's called vitiligo. That condition is called vitiligo, and then it can affect any part of the body, including the mouth, hair, and the eyes. So it is more noticeable to people with color, or I can say dark people, though it appears and it affects even people like white people and both white and black people. So but to us, to a person with a skin color like mine, it's easily noticeable. Yeah, so it affected this part, though now it has stopped growing, and it has, I can say it has closed because it had affected here. You can see it's a bit noticeable, and even here it was like this and down to the neck. But with treatment that I'm gonna explain to you throughout this video, it managed to close. So it started as a dark pigmentation, or I can say discoloration, on the right side of my face, and then eventually, as time went by, it started to be like white. It also affected a part of my mouth, though it wasn't too much, because the time it came to my mouth, I had already started treatment. And then it started when I was in primary school. I was doing grade 5. Many kids react differently from a kid who is different to them. At times, most times, they end up teasing the child or laughing. That happened to me. A lot of teasing. I was laughed at because I know now that they didn't understand what was going on with me. It was very tough waking up to go to school each and every day, thinking of whenever I enter the school gate, I was a laughing stock. Teasing, I was bullied because I was different from other kids. Like, I'm glad that it didn't affect my studies. I was still performing very well in my studies. So my mother saw that it is growing, and she took me to a dermatologist called Dr. Shah in Bulugwane, where I got help. Dr. Shah is a very known dermatologist. He's really good. He was good, and now he's still good. So I was given topical steroids. Topical medication is medication that you apply on the skin. So I was given topical steroids. I used to apply on the affected areas. It really helped me a lot, because as months went by, the vitiligo, the white patches, stopped growing, and it restored my skin. As you can see now, it's no longer that visible. And yeah, it restored, because the aim of the topical steroids are to stop the growing of the white patches and also to restore the skin, which it did for me. It was a year of treatment. which it was not that bad because there were no pills, there were no harsh treatment. It was just bathing and applying every day. As I was growing up, I went to high school. When I was in high school, the teasing were better because even the white patches were no longer growing. In some of the areas, it has already started to get restored. Or I can say maybe the people I was going with to school, because most of them were the people that I was with at primary, they had already gotten used to the fact that I have these white patches. But I in high school I didn't have that much problem. I also gained some confidence. I didn't care what any person would say about my mark. I would just laugh it off like it was just a joke. I did not take anybody seriously who used to talk about my marks in high school. Now I always get remarks, especially when I have my makeup on. I always have remarks like, can I please fix you your makeup? And I'm like, I just laugh it off, especially when I'm at the mall or meeting new people that don't know me, because I don't really like covering this scar. Even if I apply makeup, I leave it the way it is. I love it. I love embracing it now. So this other day I was very annoyed. I was in a supermarket queuing, and then I saw these two girls. They're busy pointing at me. Like, I was putting my makeup on, they are busy pointing at me, and then they approached me like, yo, your makeup is very beautiful. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, but here, you didn't apply it well. Hell, I was so annoyed. I gave them a piece of my mind. But yeah, I understand they did not know, but I gave them a piece of my mind. I was very annoyed, and they just walked away, and I just continued with whatever I was doing inside the supermarket. But now I am happy that my discoloration, every year I see change, though sometimes the fear of it coming back always hits me, that if it comes back, then it means I'll have the white patches all over my face because it affected my face, or I'll have white patches all over my hands because I see other people it's all over, it's the hands or the rest of the body. But I've seen so many people that are living positive with it. I've seen it on YouTube videos. Many people are really living a positive lifestyle with vitiligo, because really it's something that we did not choose to have, but it happened. What we have to do is to embrace it and motivate others that though you have this skin condition, you are still accepted in the society. Though you have this condition, you are still a human being, because beauty comes from inside. Beauty is not mostly the outside, because the outside can, anytime it can change, but beauty comes from inside. So that was my story of vitiligo. Now I love it. I'm in love with this mark, and many people know me because of this mark. You can see it's closing. I guess the years to come, it will close. Even if it doesn't close now, it's I think it's much better compared to the one that it was covering this whole part. And yeah, that was my vitiligo story. I don't usually tell people this story because I was hurt so much when I was in primary school. I did not enjoy going to school because of this mark, but I've grown to love it, and I know most people have grown to understand about this skin condition. So thank you for watching my video, guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe.